Hey guys, it's JonTaun from Total Brohammer, and as you can see today, I am bringing Morathi. So, Morathi is an interesting lord. She's very lightly armored, which makes... she doesn't do the most damage either. As you can see, she's only got 340 damage. She is armor piercing, and she does have a bonus versus large of 15. Her melee stats are pretty decent, 55 and 40 for a lord, but that 15 armor is just a huge problem for her. She also does have a lot of really interesting abilities here. She's got Heartrender right here, which is a area of effect debuff. We got, well, that's my spell. We also got Enchanting Beauty, which is another area of effect debuff. So altogether with these two, minus 18 melee attack. That's pretty huge. Not to mention you got Spiteful Conjuration, lowering armor. I got Soul Blight here, lowering armor further, as well as weapon damage. Power of Darkness and Soul Stealer to do some AoE damage and heal myself. As well, I have the Wand of Caradon, which is basically, what's it called? It's a Doom Bolt, a bound Doom Bolt, basically. So my army consists of, we're going to Bretonnia, as you can see. Consists of 2 Dread Spears on each flank. In the center I got 2 Hogdeath Executioners, followed up by 2 Blackguard Corsairs. I've actually got a Reaper Bolt Thrower to make sure that I can force the enemy to me, as I do have a heal in this match. Not that I knew that from the beginning, but I just wanted to make sure the enemy would come to me. I have 3 Dark Shards, which can do massive AP damage. I've also got 2 Witch Elves on the edges, so my plan here was to use Cold Wind Knights and some Dark Shard Fire and Witch Elves to absolutely destroy anything like Grail Knights and make them rampage so you know they can't get away. And there are spears in support here, of course. So we'll go ahead and cook in the full gear here. So yeah, I only have 1 Cold Wind Knights though, and I like to use them as mass blockers more than anything else. My opponent's gone with a very interesting army here. So he's got a front line of men-at-arms with silver shields. Well, silver chevrons. They do have silver shields, though, actually. He's got 1 Grail Guardian on the flank here. He's got 4 archers. Yeah, it looks like 4 peasant bowmen. He's got the Fay Enchantress. He's got 2 paladins who are on Pegasus. You don't see that too much anymore. He's got 2 Grail Knights in the back there, and he's also got 2 foot squires. So he's got a little bit of armor piercing, but he's just got this flimsy infantry line, and he is keeping his cab way too far back. Okay, I know you don't want to take Fireman, but I think it would be helpful if you... like, that's going way too far out of the way. Your cavalry still needs to be there when the front line's engaged. As you can see, I'm getting some good fire over here on the Grail Guardians, and my front line is indeed about to clash. So we have some spears going into these guys. We got these Blackguard and Nagaron going into them, and all my infantry is just leagues and bounds much better than his infantry. So these Blackguard Corsairs are just going to make mincemeat of my opponent here. And I started shooting at these archers with my archers. And as you can see, it just does so much damage. So I see that all his cab is coming over to my left flank here, and as soon as he gets in range with these Grail Guardians, I'm going to switch my fire over to them. And there are Witch Elves here, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. He does send his Grail Guardians against Blackguard Corsairs, which is a good choice. These guys don't have... that way they might not get rampaged, and they won't be going up against anti-large. He has 2 Knights of the Realm over here. I got Morathi going after the Fay Enchantress, who's on foot as well. So this is a battle of the women of Warhammer, my guys. So that's pretty cool. The Fay Enchantress and Morathi are going to be fighting it out. As you can see, we are breaking through the infantry quite easily, even with the Fay Enchantress there. And Morathi's going to be putting the beating on her. As you can see, the Dark Shard Fire is just doing an immense amount of damage to these Grail Guardians, rather. And I also popped my Bound Doom Bolt on them, too. We got Soul Blight over here. It is not going well for those guys. So I'm going to throw my Cold Wind Knights into these Grail Knights. But he is going to get the other one to go around and hit my Dark Shards, which is very unfortunate for me. And he's going through both of them. So I'm going to have to pull these Dark Shards over to start shooting and pull back my Witch Elves to try to rampage these guys and get them off my archers. As you can see, with a little Dark Shard support, these Cold Wind Knights did really well. I thought these were Grail Knights, but they're actually Knights of the Realm. So that explains why the Cold Wind Knights did so well there. Over here, Morathi is now in trouble because Fay Enchantress has the support of both her paladins here, so I'm trying to get these Blackguard and Nagaron in here, because these guys are on horses, and they can do a lot of damage. Sending these Blackguard Corsairs after these Peasant Bowmen, they are going to drop orders, I think. Let's see if we can get that, catch that in action. Okay, no, so they get hit by these guys. No dropped orders. Great. As you can see, the right flank is just going super well for me. So I was able to get 2 of my Dark Shard units out, and we just turned around and started shooting, which immediately put them into Rampage, and they just died. Dark Shard's DPS is just stupid. But as you can see, Morathi with a low armor did get beat up by those Paladins. They are, however, in the middle of a bunch of Blackguard and Nagaron, so they are taking a lot of damage. Over here, I gotta say, these Blackguard Crusaders got charged by Grail Guardians and are being shot up, and they're lasting. They do have the support of some Blackguard of Nagaron now. And now that we got the Fay Enchantress, we got her enraged, guys. So she's not gonna last too long. As you can see, we routed off one of these Paladins here. I'm gonna be shooting some arrows as he tries to retreat. But overall, we just did very well. Bretonnian infantry is Bretonnian infantry. It's not easy. Playing Bretonnia is not easy. They're still not very good. I wouldn't say the Empire is very good either. The human factions definitely need some love. So let's look how it went here. Blackguard Crusaders racking up a bunch of kills. These guys got charged by the Grail Guardians, so they didn't do nearly as well. Man, the Blackguard and Nagaron, just total beast, total beast. Not to mention the Dark Shards, man. Okay, so one of my favorite unit on the Dark Elf roster is the Dark Shards. They can do so much damage so fast, it's just insane. But how did Morathi do? I thought she was pretty cool. I don't think she's super competitive, especially not the way I used her, but I was just bringing her for funs. And I like that he actually brought the Fay Enchantress on foot, because we actually got to have a little duel of the ladies here. Like, the exact opposite of each other. But that was pretty cool. As for his army, you don't see double Paladins too much anymore, especially flying, and I think there's a good reason for that. 1 kill, 2 kill. These guys, without AP, things like Paladins and Empire Captains, you just don't see, because you really need the AP nowadays. As you can see, men-at-arms, putting chevrons into them doesn't matter. They're just terrible units. They just can't do anything against anything Dark Elf, really. Look, they didn't even do good against the Dread Spears. That's how bad they are. And you would just figure that a unit like this would be made to be killed by a unit like... was made to kill a unit like this. Being that, you know, swords beat spears. But they're just too low tier. Peasants, and these are elves, of course, so it kind of does make sense. His front line fell apart so fast that he wasn't able to do too much with the peasant bowmen here, and the foot squires just have such terrible stats that they can't get through Blackguard and Nagaron. They didn't even do very well against Blackguard Crusaders. But his killing power here was supposed to be in his archers and his cav, but the front line just could not support that. So the front line broke immediately, and we got onto the archers. He tried to send his cav around, and I gotta say, he did a good job at sending these through the gap and having these guys engage on the Cold One Knights. But it might have been better to give these guys on Cold One Knights and then at Regrowth, because they would have come out on top instead of this unit just getting completely destroyed. I don't know, just my 2 cents there. Very good game to Haka Blanca. I enjoyed it. That's gonna be all for this one, guys. JonTaun for Total Brohammer, signing out.